What's going on, guys? Back for yet another video. We are in the garage as always. We're going to be working on the Volkswagen, which you can barely see because it's so bright back there. We are going to be putting silicone vacuum line in. So when I got the timing belt replaced a couple 100 miles ago, we vacuum tested the vacuum system on the car and it completely had no vacuum at all. So that was probably why the EGR valve is not opening properly, because when I first start the car, it doesn't have enough vacuum to actually open the valve. So I'm gonna replace the vacuum line. I mean, it probably could be replaced anyways. That's 280,000 miles. So figured it's time, and silicone line's way better. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull all the lines, cut all the lines, put new stuff on, and it should be way better. And hopefully it'll have the VNTs, the little veins on the turbo, working properly, since that's controlled by vacuum, and hopefully EGR valve will work good, and I'll actually have brakes again. Because if you press the brakes once and you go to press the brakes again, you got no brakes. It's great. Well, I mean, you have brakes, but it's manual, you know. So anyways, let's put this silicone vacuum tubing in. So first thing we got to do here is just remove this engine cover so we can get access to all the vacuum lines back there. So we'll just do 10mm bolts right up here. All right, here we are. Got all of the fancy new silicone lines up in here. So now that that's all done, hopefully we can kind of get this thing working again. Get the brakes working so I can actually have brakes. Only other thing that I think I'm gonna have to do is pull this pipe up here and then spread some JB Weld on this, because as you can see, this valve exit right here is a little loose, and I guess I was reading on some forums that when those guys get loose, they can cause vacuum leaks as well. So I'll probably pop this hose off, spread some JB Weld on this little nipple right there, and see if all that together will fix my issues here. So I just got the JB Weld on there. It's probably been about an hour since I put it on. As you can see, the nipple here doesn't move at all anymore. So hopefully that actually created somewhat of a decent seal. And just go ahead and slip that back on, and hopefully it doesn't make it move. Cool, there we go. And now that that's all together, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the crossover pipe here back in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a quick test drive and see if doing all that crap fixed the vacuum issue. All right, we got the new vacuum lines in, we got the vacuum pump fix done. Let's go ahead and start the Jetta. And obviously the check engine light is not there now because it never is there when I first start the car. The real test is it gonna be there when we go down the road? So, I'm about to drive down the street right now. let's see if it comes on. Fingers crossed that it doesn't, because honestly, I don't know what else it is at this point other than a bad valve. And I kind of don't want to buy a new one of those, so let's see. And there's the check engine light. Gosh freaking. All right, I'm so over this thing. Well, on a semi-related yet unrelated note, at least the brakes kind of work now. I can press them more than one time without them not working. So 4 times in a row. And even then, some cars, it takes a little bit to catch up, especially this one since it's operated via vacuum pump and it's probably just old. But at least that kind of works. So if I go and press the brakes and I need to press the brakes again, at least I know they'll probably work this time. So that's cool. Unfortunately, the check engine light came back, which leads me to believe there's probably a bad valve, which is still causing a vacuum leak because all of the hoses are brand new and I went over all of them and they're all in the correct spots. So I think at this point, just kind of like unplug a valve and see what happens. And we'll go from there.